Yo, we are live. What's going on, gang? You've got one favor to do for me before I get this live stream started. Just comment in the chat and let me know that the audio is coming through well and that it is nice and clear and that there is not too much of an echo. If that's the case, guys, let's get it. Let's get it. 5-1. I think an early apology is in order, but let's face it, anybody that was actually expecting me to wake up at 2 a.m. for this match after the title is mathematically done, it was never going to happen. I knew as soon as I went to bed 3 or 4 hours before the match, I'm like, this is going to be the game that we wanted against Crotone, Cagliari, Verona, Spezia, all the rest of the games that were really tough, all the games that was like, we're really going to crawl over the line. We come up against Sampdoria and typical Tinkerman, gentleman Ranieri. Honestly, bro, that guy will let anybody take their win. He's just such a cool dude. And yeah, it was just a really nice show of respect because let's face it, and thank you everybody who is going to join me. It's going to be a very, very unstructured video. We'll just talk a little bit about the game. All I'm going to do is scroll through my Twitter newsfeed. Says the bad video is getting stuck. But I'll try and fix that up, man. I'm not 100% sure why that's happening, but let me know if it's really, really bad and it's unbearable, okay? So, yeah, guys, it's 5-1 against Sampdoria. A mixed side, a different lineup that has gone down. I knew that there was going to be a lot of changes, but I didn't expect there to be that many changes. It was really good to see some of these fresh faces. It was really good to see some people get minutes that we didn't think would get minutes. The fact that Radu came out on halftime was fantastic. The fact that Vecino played, Pinamonti played, Gagliardini has an incredible performance all the time when it doesn't count. I swear to God, him and Ashley Young have actually got a good relationship on the pitch. If you actually look at the way they've linked up when they've played together, Gagliardini drifts over towards Young actually pretty well. And yeah, when you see games like that, you think, oh, maybe do they have a little bit of worth left in this squad? And the answer is no, most likely not. But let us know in the comments below who you were really, really happy to see today. I see a couple of comments coming in. I saw Ranocchia's overhead kick, man. I thought to myself, if he could sort of squeak that into the near post, that really would have been something. The team was on a different level, knowing that there was no pressure on them. Everyone performed well. Exactly. And I feel maybe we can use that confidence next season in terms to play a little bit more expansive. President Zhang says, why is our B team more effective? All in context, bro. All in context. What else do we have here? Diego Milito, what's going on? Sanchez has too much class. I don't care about his wage, guys. We've got to keep this guy. This is the type of player that wins you games. This is the type of player that creates things. And yep, I would agree 100%. He needs to stay. The frog man with the overhead kick, yeah, bro. I was laughing at that as well. I was actually laughing at that as well. It was pretty funny, man. So after watching the highlights, we've got early goals for Gagliardini, 2 goals for Alexis Sanchez. I think both of them came off Hakimi as an assist, so there was definitely one assist for Hakimi, and that finish from Alexis Sanchez for his second goal into the bottom corner. Ooh-wee! That's fire. That's just world class. That's class right there. That's a player who knows exactly where he's going to put the ball and exactly what the outcome is going to be. So big up to Alexis Sanchez and big up to the boys. Andrea Pinamonti grabs a goal as well, and Lautaro grabs the other one from the spot. Can't wait for the dogfight between Milan and Juve tomorrow. Yeah, man, and let's touch on that. Let's touch on some dirty-ass fan bases as well who seem to be subscribing and following only the Inter headlines more than anything in the world, trying to talk about Inter for next season, where are the wages going to go to, who's going to sell, who's going to stay. Man, just worry about your game in 18 hours, man. Napoli won this morning. Obviously Lazio are some of the biggest bottle jobs on the planet. And even a few of their fans have been running their mouth this week without even knowing that, you still got games to play. Lazio won't make top 4, in my opinion. They're just too weak. They're too weak physically and too weak mentally. And clubs like Juventus and Milan should thank their fucking lucky stars for that. But Napoli and Atalanta won't let up. One of Milan or Juventus are going to miss Champions League. One of Milan or Juventus are going to miss Champions League. Take your pick. We feast. Let's go to some more comments. Is Pioli still on fire? Nah, man, someone put him out a long time ago. Good morning, Dad. See you soon. Franco Veltz. The other assist was on Lord Gag 5. Yeah. Gagliardini turning up once again where we don't require him to do anything but fill a body on the pitch, and he always looks like one of the best players. What is that kit? Bro, this is a fan-made kit. My dad got this for me online. I think he imported it from Italy. It's got like the old Luciani, and it's wearing number 32 with Vieri on the back. It's also got Vieri on the sleeves. So it's definitely a concept kit, man. Definitely a concept kit. Audio isn't solid. I might take a second just to check on this audio and dip out a little bit. So let me know if it changes. Hang tight for about 5 seconds. All right, let's jump back in with this old mic. Even if it isn't as clear, it shouldn't be as echoey. Nah, Biggie, can you do me a favor and just check in on my audio again whenever you are ready, my bruv? Why be mad? Please be you. Hey, I hate them. And Vinny, your mate. I don't know who you're talking about, man, but oh yeah, maybe I do know which one it is. But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, they've still got a season to play for, and you can tell that the insecurities are they're there for the world to see, bro. There for the world to see. They've got an absolutely disgusting wage bill. They're trying to literally find reasons not to sign Morata because they can't redeem him. Ronaldo's wages got to go. Ramsey and Rabiot are picking up 22 million a season between the two of them, and that's not without paying their wages. Do you want me to keep going on? Like, do you actually want me to keep going on? Because I will. Alexandro is the only option at left wing back. Cuadrado is aging. Artur is 10% of the player they thought he would be. I bet they regret sending Pjanic the other way. And yeah, good luck to them, bro. Honestly, good luck to them, because when I hear other fans trying to talk about Inter's misfortunes, mate, we've got 4 weeks now where we can get our club in order. And we are. You really think people like Steven Zhang in the chat right now, you really think people like Marotta and Conte aren't just looking at these headlines and going, ha, still, after all season of trying to bring us down, we've literally pumped this country in the ass in terms of winning the Scudetto, and they're still chatting shit. T-minus 19 hours until their kickoff tomorrow. I hope they're looking at it thinking that they've got a game and not just waking up looking at Inter's headlines. Clean your own bedroom, you filthy dogs. Way better audio. All right, sweet as. I'm going to have to look at the settings on this microphone here. I'm sure I can fix it up. Yeah, guys, let us know. Did anybody actually tune into the Sampdoria game live? And because I only got to really watch really extended highlights, I haven't actually watched the game from start to finish, which means I've missed a lot of the intricate patterns of play. I've missed a lot of our defensive stability. But, you know, it looks like we played well, and it looks like the team was just playing with a lot of confidence and a lot of freedom. And I think at the end of the day, when you're playing a team like Sampdoria, who's already safe, it was always going to be an open game. You know, there was absolutely nothing to play for in this fixture. It was a friendly. And Claudio Ranieri is friendly. Keita Balde still loves Inter. Antonio Candreva still loves Inter. This was never going to be a game that Sampdoria went out there and went, let's make this hard for the champions. I will admit that first and foremost. Akeem, what's good, G? What do you think of Mourinho to Roma? I think he's moved to the Italian Spurs, but it's one of those situations where he's not going to leave the club in a worse situation than where he came. And I know that he lost a lot of the dressing room at Spurs, but 6 days away from a trophy final, only 3 points off top 4. Don't tell me it was the right decision from Daniel Levy and Spurs to sack Mourinho. They really should have let him go till the end of the season. However, that being said, Mourinho's probably completely spat the dummy and realized he can walk out, collect his final paycheck. And in regards to him coming to Roma, Italy is the perfect league for Mourinho with his ancient tactics to come back in and, you know, implement himself. But I just don't see it happening. And it pains me to say, because he is still one of my favorite managers of all time. I'll always be thankful for what he did at Inter, but he has been sacked, is it 3 out of his last 4 jobs? 3 out of 4 jobs you've been sacked. And you can't be coming back into a job now with that sort of ego. So maybe, you know, at the end of the day, Roma can't really fall lower than 7th.
Not next season. I don't believe that. I think with a coach like Mourinho, just by default, they'll jump up a couple of positions. Whether or not they make Champions League is a different story. If he can sneak them into the top 4, that's almost as good as winning a trophy, in my opinion. If he can get this Roma side back into the Champions League, big ups, big ups. What up, brother John? Just woke up now. Still need to see the replay. Yeah, man, as I said, bro, it was always going to go that way. 5-1, 4-0. I knew it when I went to bed. I'm like, this is the game that we wanted to see the last 5 weeks, but we were never going to see it. I watched the game, and it was nice seeing the team so confident. That's good. We played amazing, but the defense did make a couple of dumb mistakes. Well, we've got the best back 3 in the country, and how many of them started? It was D'Ambrosio and Ranocchia. Did they start alongside Bastoni? If that's the case, then, yeah, 2 out of your 3 and the 2 best defenders that we've had all season missing, it was always going to be shaky. Watching the replay on beIN as we speak, 68 minutes in, and the boys are having fun. Yep, they were having fun. I feel sorry for Candreva. Sometimes it's easy to feel sorry for players when they've just missed the boat in terms of success, but this is the industry that they are in, and they'll know that. They'll know that first and foremost. Sometimes you miss the boat on your accolades. At the end of the day, take your ridiculously high-paying salary, go home to your beautiful wife and kids, and enjoy your expensive bottle of wine and champagne every single night. I can't really feel sorry for professional athletes because they've got the life, in my opinion. The goal for Roma will be top 4. Yeah, 100%, man. If he can get Roma back into the Champions League, it's dusted. It's absolutely dusted for them, and they'll be really, really happy with that. That'll really be able to project them back to where they want to be. Handanovic looked dodgy again today. Hey, man, big Radu coming in minute 46. Guys, let me know what you thought of that substitution and that performance. It looks like Radu will still be on the squad next season unless we want to use him as bait to go for another keeper, whether it's Cranio or Musso. You can let me know as well what you think there. Guys, as I said, I don't really have much to work with today, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen a little bit, and we're just going to go through the timeline. Let's go through the Twitter timeline and see if I can find anything good just to comment on. So let's have a look. You got Barella here celebrating, whacking Brozovic with his shirt, smacking him in the head. The boys look like they were having a lot of fun, a lot of fun today, to be honest, and that's really, really good to see. That's exactly what you want to see. So yeah, let us know below if you had a particular man of the match. We've got Roberto Gagliardini celebrating here, which is fantastic. Some more really, really good images, some real high quality images. Let's see what we can do with these. Look at that, man, celebrating to a bare crowd, but I don't think that's going to shake their confidence too much. Yeah, the boys, Barella ripped as hell. So Damian obviously didn't get a run in on the pitch. If he's still wearing his training jersey, that's all right. But Ericsson and Radu celebrating. Ashley Young here. Really, really happy for Ashley Young. I think, the fact that he's going to collect a huge piece of silverware before he goes back to England is fantastic. Here's all the boys making sure that they are getting in their celebrations that they deserve. Good for them. They deserve it very much. I was very happy to see that we got a guard of honor as well, because it's really easy for teams to just like do the egotistical thing and step back and not do that. But we got that guard of honor because we know we're not going to get it from a certain other side, or maybe even a certain other couple of sides. And I'm really looking forward to that game in match day 37, especially after a couple of cocky Juventus fans were like, "Ooh, I hope Inter don't get to match day 37 still with only +5 or +6. We could really ruin it." Ha! Bro, mathematically, you can't even make the top 4 before match day 37. You better pray to God we're rocking up hungover with our balls in our hands, ready to just put them on the table for you. Because if not, could be a bad match day 37 for you, man. Barellino, isn't he just the life of the party? Look at him go. My boy, Nico Barella, Conte enjoying himself, crisis Inter, everybody leaving, no one's happy. Yeah, bulletproof media in this country. The fans showing why they're the best fans in the country, hands down, outside the stadium, outside training all week as well. Here's a nice little touch of class for Claudio Ranieri and Romelu Lukaku. As you can see, the guard of honor being given to Inter this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Let's pause this share screen and go back to StreamYard. Any comments going in that I've missed? Yep, definitely a few. 15 people in the video right now. Make sure you please like the video. Helps us out a lot, and leave a comment as well. Zed says, let's all take this time to comfort or to thank the team of Inter Worldwide. Oh, thanks, bro. Anytime, man. It is absolutely my pleasure. Once again, sorry I didn't get up to cover this game live, but hey man, 33 match days of no sleep on a Sunday. It actually feels good to be able to wake up on a Sunday on your own accord. How did Radu do, guys? Once again, I haven't actually watched the entire match from start to finish, so I can't actually pay too much attention. I'll probably get some time later on tonight or later on this afternoon to watch it properly. But celebrating like a true Interista. He is a true Interista, bro. He is one of us. Uno di noi. You know, you got photos of him in an Inter kit from when he was an infant. Hunter's time is up for sure. Yeah, bro, we all know that. Don't say it for too many baby ears in our fan base that think that, you know, we should start him every game next season, because I'm coming in to collect from them next season. Lukaku was not in the celebrations after the victory. I'm pretty sure he was, but, oh, okay, fair enough. Someone else is saying that he wasn't. Don't think too much into that, man. What else? Love the videos of the bus going into the stadium. Yeah, I saw a couple of them. I wonder if they'll show up on my timeline here. Have a little bit of a look, but that was fantastic. Those videos of the buses going in was really, really nice to see. You can just tell all the players are just really, really happy. And I said it before, they've got that tangible motivator now. They've got a trophy. They've got a trophy that they can touch, that they can see, that they can smell, that they can feel. It actually happened. When you put in X amount of hard work and you don't get, pardon me, anything to show for it, your mentality dips, your psychological strength dips, and after that, you pretty much, your physicality drips along to go with it. But this team is physically at its peak. I said that this week. They are physically at its peak, or just about to peak. Your players like Bastoni, Barella, Lautaro, Hakimi, Lukaku, Christian Eriksen, Stefano Sensi, Skriniar, De Vrij, they're all in their peak. They're all in their peak or about to hit their peak. Physically, this team is the best built team in Serie A. And the only reason why we shouldn't get better next season is through injuries. So when a lot of fans are going, oh, they'll be weaker next season, Inter will be weaker next season, in what way, shape, or form do you think we'll be weaker next season after physically being matched by mental fortitude? That is that Antonio Conte has elevated the mentality of the physical side of this team to a winner's perspective. They will go into next season with a winner's mentality, knowing exactly what it takes to go the distance, whereas this season we were still going along with the motions of we'll keep winning, are we good enough, don't slip. Next season it'll be slip, you lose, slip, you screw everything up. I think it could work in our favor. It could have an adverse effect, who knows? But at the end of the day, it's a fantastic time to be an Inter fan. It's a fantastic time to be alive. We're the most deserving side almost in Europe this season, because we wrapped up our league title almost before anybody else. And, you know, don't let facts get in the way of anybody else's narrative. Guys, you deserve it. Some beautiful banners outside the stadium. We've got some fans filming the boys coming in. How nice. How nice. Oh, Sunday's just getting started. It's 8:30 in the morning. Nothing's going to bring me down from this high today. What else we got going on? What else we got going on? Chelsea beating Man City. Interesting. Another great shot of the Guard of Honor. I saw Candreva stick his hand out and shake almost everybody's hand, which was really nice. We've got some fans. I don't think fans were allowed in the stadium, were they? Can someone just let me know that? I highly doubt fans were allowed in the stadium. Even if it was just a couple of thousand, I highly doubt it. That's the one we were looking for, boys. That's the video we were looking for. Look at them. They're like, wow. We really do have some of the best fans in the world. Handanovic, big smiles. Ivan Perisic, what a professional. I'm so glad he came back to the club this season, because he really showed that Bayern level of professionalism. All the fans, they deserve this party. Everyone at Inter deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy. So you make sure that you are having a good day, and you just keep the vibe going, man, because the more angry fans, the more bitter fans from the other sides, the better, bro. It's honestly, it's fueling me like oxygen every hour of the day, and I can keep going all day and night with these dogs. I heard they allowed some 3K fans in the stadium today. Must have been a great feeling. Oi, perfect. And once again, you thought this team was good this season. Wait until we pack 65K fans into the San Siro next season, man. It's gonna be like having another man on our back. We must appreciate Pintus, or whatever that guy's name is, his condition this team to win. Yep, an absolute boss of a fitness trainer. Thought Brozovic would be too hungover to play today. Yeah, I think we feel like Brozovic in general. Yeah, man, he's a funny one, isn't he? He's an absolutely funny one. What else? There's not too much else to say, guys. 5-1 against Sampdoria. we can talk a little bit about the next fixture. Roma coming up next with absolutely nothing to play for. We should absolutely spank this Roma team off the park. I wouldn't be surprised if we run riot in that game as well and win it 3-0 or just like a comfortable 3-1. I don't expect to be threatened by that Roma team at all, not even remotely close. No one injured, no adversity from today's game, no fallout for anything. That's a fantastic shot of the fans out the front of the stadium. Yeah, guys, we are campioni. Let me know in the comments. Give me a few more comments. How you feeling? How have you spent the last few days? What's the reaction been in your life? How has winning this Scudetto improved your day-to-day life and your personal health? I can't wait for the Milan-Juve game. Honestly, to be able to watch that as a neutral is a huge luxury I didn't think we'd be able to have. And I think that's really vexing a lot of the rival fans as well. The fact that we can sit back with our feet up now after winning 5-1, they can all sit back and just completely keep shitting themselves. I'm just going to keep saying it. One of Milan and Juve are missing out on the top 4. One of Milan and Juve are missing out on the top 4. And I'm feasting on their fans like an all-you-can-eat buffet, man. Honestly, I cannot wait for one of their fan bases to go back into their cave and shut their faces for the whole season. We should end the draw streak against Roma 4-1. Roma really have nothing to play for. They don't even care about Fonseca, 100%. Their mind is already with Mourinho. Bro, honestly, that they should be a weaker team than Sampdoria at the moment. We must spank this Roma side next game. Even though we've got nothing to play for, it can't hurt to keep winning these matches and just keep ourselves on that level and keep those standards set at a high level. There's no need to drop the standards. Absolutely no need. You know, we're going to go into that match day 37 game against Juventus ready for blood, and we're going to want to do everything we can to make their life as painful as possible. So I can't wait. Sub-Zero says Roma's defense is horrendous. Yeah, it is absolutely horrible. Horrible defense. All right, let's go through one more scroll of the timeline before I start thinking about wrapping it up. Hey, Aussie's in the house. I knew Aussie would jump in eventually. Unbeaten run, baby. What's that, 14 home wins in a row? 14. Or is it 14 unbeaten at home? I think it's 14 unbeaten at home. I don't think it's 14 home wins, because if it is, that's ridiculously impressive. Can somebody check me on that, please? Especially since a certain rival of ours can't seem to win a freaking game at home this season. They're absolutely horrible. What do I need to do? Let's do another share, eh? Another share. Lautaro celebrating with his accolades. My boy Alex Dono, not really interrelated. What is this? What happened here? Ranocchia gets on a stretcher. They just tip him off. Someone let me know what happens here if you've got a video of that scene, because I'd really, really love to see it. That's fantastic stuff. I don't think anything else is going on my timeline. Jerry Mancini flipping somebody off, standard. Antonio Conte. Does he look like a manager who's done? Does he look like a manager who's going to walk? Don't believe every narrative that the newspaper tells you, guys. Roberto Gagliardini with another great performance. Gallia cashing in his annual Genoa Samp in the bank. Yo, oh man, that's a good tweet. That's a good shout, that one. I like it. The boys looking focused as ever. So it's just fantastic to see. Looking at these players here, there's not a single player here that I would think that we need to sell or get rid of. Like even Ashley Young. If we were in a different situation, you know, where COVID hadn't completely ruined our liquidity and our economic stability, we'd be looking at this squad going that, you know, almost all of you can stay, bar a couple of you that need to be freed up for wages. So your likes of, for me, Kolarov and Vidal have to be the first ones out the door just because of their wage. But Ashley Young as well. Like I wouldn't be opposed to having Ashley Young as your third choice, because he can jump in anywhere. He's like a less effective Damian at the moment. But if we are looking to free up wage space and, you know, get some decent other players in, and it has to be freed up at all costs, by all means, you ship out the 35-year-old man. 19 unbeaten run and 14 wins in a row at home. 14 wins in a row at home, and some other fans have still got the nerve to chat shit. I can tell you what, man, it's been the most gratifying season as an Inter fan to actually see the dummy spits and the throw toys out of the pram reactions from some of the other fans. It's actually been beautiful. And they're so easy to reel in at the moment. They're so easy to reel in. I'm doing it 4 or 5 times a day. It's too easy, way too easy. Off to enjoy my Sunday, going for a walk with my Inter jersey on. Yeah, bro, I've pretty much been sleeping with Inter jerseys on lately. Enjoy your Sunday as well, Ben. Conte is being passive-aggressive then in the media, though. Tell me exactly how. Tell me exactly how before I go and read the post-match interview. The Conte dynasty will endure. Obviously, longevity-wise, he can't be here for too long. It's just not his style. But he's going to be here next season for his 3rd season. We know that. Will he be able to do a 4th? It depends. I think he's the type of coach where, yeah, if we don't win silverware next season, whether it's through the league or the Coppa, he will walk. He needs that sort of feedback, that sort of trophy feedback straight away. That's the kind of coach that he is. 15 people in the live chat right now. Make sure you like the video if you are still in here as I start to get towards the end of it. Who's going to be watching the Milan-Juve game? Drop your predictions below. For me personally, I think Juventus wins this game 2-0 or 3-1. I don't want that to happen. A draw would be the best result here. But Milan, their season's about to end. Their season is about to end tomorrow morning. The full capitulation will come tomorrow. They're a whole game outside the top 4 after losing. And Pioli knows he won't be there next season. And professionalism-wise and backroom staff-wise, they actually don't have the durability to go through this. To be honest, I honestly think Milan's season ends in 18 hours' time. And even though I'd love for them to beat Juventus or to get a draw, they've also got a lot of fans that need to account for their attitude at the start of the season as well. And you know, as petty as it might seem, I've got a list, and we're feasting. If Conte leaves, I think we should go for Simeone. Not really. I mean, there is 0 chance that Simeone walks away from his salary. The guy's on like 40 million a year as a manager. We can only pay 12. If he wants to take a freaking 3/4 pay cut, by all means, but human beings don't do that. None of that. The second star is on the way next year. I think it is as well. Juventus 2, Milan 1. It's not 14 wins. We tied against Napoli. Thank you, someone, for checking that for me. I was going to say 14 wins in a row just seems a little bit, how you going? 1-1, Milan versus Juventus. That would be a good result for all. Conte was definitely being passive-aggressive. Read it, man, but it doesn't matter. It's all about Marotta. Well, I can't exactly read it right now. I'll go and do that soon. Yep, easy game, boys. Easy game for our B-side as well. So, yeah, Roma coming up. Is it a midweek game, or are we one week away from our next game? You're going to have to let me know. My accountability is done for the season, guys. I'm catching up with sleep. I'm catching up on my personal time. You know, I've spent the whole season analyzing this season and its logistics all the way to a T, and we deserve this break. After speaking with another couple of fans this week and saying, you know, is it a little bit anticlimactic? We will be in a title race next season, and probably the season after that. There's plenty of time for more drama. There's plenty of time for games to go down to the wire. There's plenty of times for us to not know our fate until the last 1 or 2 games, just like we did under Spalletti with the Champions League. These sort of dominant title wins, these sort of seasons where you get to pull out the opposition, they don't come around very often, man. They really don't come around very often. So just enjoy it, boys. Enjoy it to a T. Enjoy it to the point where you wake up every day celebrating that you're the champion of Italy until the last game of the season, because that's what you should be doing. That's what you deserve to do, and that's what's going to piss everybody else off while they're scrapping for the top 4. Roma is on May 12th, Juve May 15th. Good, so we get a week break before Roma? No, it's midweek. Okay, so we've got 2 games over the next week, Roma and Juventus, and how tough would have that been to do only +3 or +4 or +5? We'd be going into these games going, shit, we need to beat Roma or else we need to beat Juventus. Excuse my language. Fuck that. No way. We don't do that sort of shit at Inter. We don't wake up going, yeah, we can beat Roma and Juventus to secure the title. We wake up going, oh no. Oh no. We are going to bomb this. Well, guess what? No bombing. No bombing this season. Campione d'Italia. Scream it, shout it, type it, whatever you want. You deserve a break. You've been positive all this time, and we're finally vindicated. 100%. I don't think I've always been positive. You know, Aussie, you know my flip side, my undercover side in the group chats. The anti-jinx never fails. Sometimes even the financial anti-jinx never fails, man. But very, very happy, bro. Very happy that I've got a full Sunday ahead of me with a positive frame of mind. don't need to be catching up on sleep, don't need to worry about a negative result at 3 o'clock on a Monday morning. It's peak, bro. It's honestly peak. To the 18 people in here now, please like the video. I think I'm going to start to dip out now. It's been a nice quick 30 minutes because there's nothing else to say. Unless someone can give me something else to say or talk about in the chat, I'm just going to go and enjoy my Sunday. Oh, gross. So do we get a guard of honor in every game until the end? I think it's actually up to the discretion of the club. I think it's actually up to the club. The nice thing to do is to do it. We might get one from Roma. We won't get one on match day 37. But that's okay. You know why? Because if they're not going to show us that level of respect, guess who's going to play match day 37 like it still means something to us? I'd be worried about Juve on match day 37, you bitches. You honestly better hope that we are rocking up to Turin, hungover, not bothered, because I swear to God, we will roll you over into the ground and kick your head straight into the Europa League if you're not getting banned from the Champions League already. I hate you, all of you. But hey, there's no need to be too angry. The more I think about it, the more I just get crankier at them, just for existing. One last little scroll through the timeline. Not much else is going on besides some chat from the EPL. It looks like Chelsea have beaten Man City away from home, which is probably the worst thing that could have happened to them because Guardiola's going to figure out that tactic like the back of his hand. Yeah, honestly, I just think, did Candreva score a goal and it was disallowed? Like the ball looks like it's like, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. This will be the last thing I share. Because I saw the highlights and I could have sworn that ball crossed the line. Here's the goal that Candreva scored. Maybe the whole ball doesn't cross the line. There you go. Samir, the idiot, camped 2 meters behind his goal line. And I think it's Keita Balde with the finish. So, you know, Ranieri, Candreva, Keita Balde, 3 former Inter men making sure that our party wasn't ruined today. So good guys them, good guys them. Imagine Agnelli clapping for us in Turin. It won't happen because he's a dog. He's a dog. He will never do that. We're smashing him, bro. Exactly. It doesn't really matter who the manager is as long as Marotta is in charge. Spari, Spalletti, Conte, it don't matter, bro. Read that again with a straight face, please, man. Like, honestly, thanks for joining the chat and stuff, but I'm going to disagree in strong there, especially when you put your Spalletti and your Conte in the same bracket. Javier Zanetti and a couple of other members of the club said as soon as Conte stepped into the training ground, before a ball was even kicked, the mentality shifted. Marotta is great for the books. Marotta is great behind the scenes. Does Beppe Marotta rock up to training 3 times a week, 4 times a week? No. Does Beppe Marotta communicate with the players every single day the way Conte does? No. Conte is the first and foremost reason as to why we've won this Scudetto. So please do not be saying things like Spalletti would get the same results as Conte. We all know for a fact that that is not true. Imagine that Scambio Quadrado clapping for us. Screw that guy, bro. Who really cares about that guy? Do we do Guard of Honor when Juve, Conte win? I can't remember, man, to be honest. Only Allegri would fit us if Conte had lead. Well said. He missed it by an inch, if not less. Poor fella. Maybe Samir, though the ball already chose to punch it. I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter. To me, Marotta is the best football mind in the world. He is, man, 100%. And hopefully him and Conte are still as tight as nails. And behind the scenes, they're saying, no matter what happens, bro, like we're going to do this together and we'll work towards it together. Conte for president, not going to happen at Kiel, bro. But yeah, regardless of who would do it better or whatever, we need Conte to stay for stability, 100%. Lazio may get top 4 due to the fixture list. Bro, Fiorentina are one of the shittest sides this season, and they rolled Lazio over today. Lazio today played really, really poorly and pathetically, and I knew that they would because they're the ones that had to keep the pressure on Juventus and Milan. They haven't done that, and it pisses me off. And because of that, Lazio fans are now in my sight as well. Like, don't be chatting all season because a few of them do. Don't be chatting all season and then go and lose 2-0 to Fiorentina in a game where you need to qualify for the Champions League. That's loser shit. That's Inter under Spalletti shit. Marotta is more of a finance guy and handles media well. Without Conte, we don't have this success. 100%. All right, guys, it's 9 a.m. on a Sunday. It's time to get out and enjoy the Sunday. Wish your mother a happy Mother's Day to be honest, it's I don't even know if it's Mother's Day every day around the world. Maybe everybody does it on a different day. But today, on this Sunday, it is Mother's Day here in Australia. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And yeah, from all of us here at Inter Worldwide, don't blink, don't sleep, because I will be back way quicker than you think. Akil says, who is making Europa League from Serie A? Who cares, bro? As long as it's one of Milan or Juventus, we partying. We are absolutely partying. Auxilio and Paratici still the one who get the players, while Marotta overseeing things. Marotta is he's the brain, bro. He's the backbone, and we said it in our top 5 reasons why Inter won the Scudetto. Yeah, so that's all it is. Guys, thank you for joining me once again. It was short, it was sweet, but stressed. I want to rewatch my videos from throughout the year and see if my shoulders are actually higher in videos and then they get lower as the season goes down, because all that stress has just left the shoulders and the mind completely. Forza Inter Worldwide. Let's just say it one more time. Campioni d'Italia, Campioni d'Italia, Campioni d'Italia. Ciao.